good, we good, we good, we good?
Yep.
Beautiful. Now we have to attach the, yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna watch this other video now. BRB. All right, so we ran out of time yesterday. It's day 2, but there's some good news. I was able to bring in the actual car that I intend to use. So this one shouldn't fry immediately when we hook this battery up, but there's some bad news. So I had planned to either hook this up with the battery management system for a single input charging, or I had planned to hook it up with this doodad and then use a balance charger like this one, but I forgot this is a maximum 6S balance charger, so this won't work, which means we're gonna have to use the BMS, except for one small problem. We can't find a single power adapter in the building that is, so you don't take the 3.7 volt nominal voltage, you take the 4.2 volt charged voltage. So this thing can't take magically like a 12 volt input and turn it into 30 volts. You need an actual like 30 volt charger. And 7S, as far as I know, is a pretty oddball configuration. So I'm not sure how we're gonna charge it, but I'm gonna start to wire it up anyway.
I found a 33.6 volt one. Do you think it would work?
33.6?
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think the tolerances are like on something like this for input?
Probably fine. We have 29.4. Is that what we were looking for?
29.4, yeah. I knew those stupid hover shoes were gonna come in handy for something. We're gonna cannibalize the charger.
Cannibalize?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, because I don't have a socket for this. So first things first. All the balance wires are on. There we go. And my negative, I believe this is negative charging. Yep. My negative charging wire is soldered. Now what I need to do is throw on 2 positive wires to the opposite terminal here. So to the positive terminal at the other end of the battery. One of those will be for charging, one of those will be for discharging. Now I realize I'm opening myself up to some soldering technique critique here, but this is how it's going on. Alex, do you want to solder me? I'm sorry. Let's go for a solder bath. Okay, that's lots. Oh man, I can feel the cringing. Just wait till The Verge does this. That'll make me feel better. So we've got our eyebrow tweezers and our butter knife. Okay, don't include that last bit. We don't want to be too mocking of The Verge. We're not trying to make enemies in the industry. I don't have Captain tape. We really need to get like some more electronics project crap. So I'm gonna go get packing tape just because I need to keep those wires out of the way. For all the viewers out there who know what they're doing with this stuff, does it make it better or worse that in many cases I know the right way, but I'm doing it this way anyway? Ah, sh**. Now they say in their guide you don't have to solder this, but I think that's really stupid, personally. I think advertising this, shit. Stop it. Okay, stop doing that. Oh, nice. Now typically hat nuts aren't reusable, but I managed to kind of crush it back on there. Okay, all right, so we can test then. Well, first, I'm gonna have to show you guys the before, of course. Here we go. See, pretty boring. This is not the recommended way of doing this. Again though, if you wanted the recommended way, would you be watching my video? Look at this! Whoa! Oh, we're gonna ruin our floors. Here we go. Woo! Woo! I steering on this floor. Oh. Woo! Oh, shoot. How's my phone? Is my phone okay? Oh. It sticks out of my pocket sometimes. It's okay. So that hat nut, not a great solution, just bending it back. So, this is our pre-test. This is with the original battery, which has like a somewhat fresh charge. It's not super fresh, but it's not like the worst either. So, reverse, first gear, second gear. Now, it's really important for a reliable operation to install, people do either 30 amp or 40 amp breakers in these things, but I'm gonna do that later when I do my whole ESC upgrade with the sewing machine pedal and all that kind of stuff. So this stock connector no longer has any use. We are wired up now, baby. All right. Oh, that's reverse. It's definitely faster. That's first gear. And we need to move over to Unit 101. Okay, let's just get this back end up here. Let's turn it up to high gear. Woo! Woo! Oh, that was an undesirable.
This is really hard. I can't even use my foot.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just using my hand.
Oh, lordy. There we go.
Oh yeah. J-turn.
Oh, I tried to throw it in forward. Wow, the traction's actually pretty good out here. So there she is. She's a little toasty. She's definitely ready to be left to cool and then charged. And that's it. That's a DIY battery, for better or for worse. And this whole mess is brought to you by Memory Express. Memory Express is the place to go if you need any kind of electronics product.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away.
Look, I know I'm always talking about batteries, but today I want to change it up. So specifically, I want to talk to you about power packs. These are batteries. They're slightly smaller than our other batteries that I'm always talking about, but they're batteries nonetheless. Last week, I found myself in Las Vegas at the NAB show, and while walking the halls, I came up across this. This is a pretty amazing battery pack. It's called the Omnicharge. And as it turns out, I think I'm late to the game. Everyone and their mothers has been reviewing this for the past 2 years. Where have I been? But it's better late than never, so I am going to review this thing because this thing is so amazing that I actually bought one there at the show. I was like, oh my god, it does this, it does what? I'll take one. And so I brought it, I put it on my pocket. This is not a sponsored video, but nonetheless, we're gonna look into this because I think it's pretty amazing, and I'm genuinely excited about this tech right here, this device. All right, let's open up this guy. Look at that. I hate when they do this 20,000 milliamp hours. This doesn't mean anything if you don't know the voltage. You gotta look at watt hours. And this unit does tell you that information on the actual unit, right? So these are whatever. This package here just happens to not have much stuff. Only comes with cables. Doesn't even have a charger. But it was pretty cheap. I think it was like 150 bucks at the show. I think it retails for more like 200 bucks. And so that's why it doesn't have chargers. I think the guy said that you'd have to use, yeah, here's the in and out. Oh, in and out. So you could actually charge it via a, you know, just regular barreled, you know, DC input or a USB-C, because this is in and out. Of course, the cool thing about this is that is a power pack, but it has a built-in inverter, 110 inverter. Yes, it does. It's super small, but it has a 110 inverter. Let's turn it on here. And the amazing thing about this is that it has, you know, two USB, regular USB 1 and 2s, up to 3 amps, so they're the powerful ones. And then in and out also has DC in and out, and then also the DC thing, right, and USB-C. So most of the, pretty much everything that you want to power with this guy, you'll be able to do it. And look at that screen. It's nice, a nice little screen. You can turn the AC inverter on, right, with this button. Or you can do the USB ones. Oh, you can turn off the USB ones. Turn off. There we go. Let's see if we turn on. Yeah, so you can toggle between the two. I think you can probably do. Yeah, you can do all three. Yeah, you can do both of those at the same time. So that's pretty cool. For comparison, the unit that I use looks like this. Right, this is what I use to charge my USB devices, right? And the reason why I chose this one, it was about, no, it wasn't the same price. This was about $50 less. It was like $100. And the reason why I chose this is because it had the USB-C, right? And so this one, it allows you to charge a laptop at 19 volts, like my PowerBook over here. Right, so that's the only reason. And of course, we know what's in here. There's probably about 8 cells. This one's 100 watt hours, right? So 2,600 milliamp, 1,800 milliamp hours. Yeah, I estimated that it's got 8 cells of the 3,400 milliamp hour ones. And so this one probably has about the same. Although, according to this, it's less, 72 watt hours or 20,400 milliamp hours at 36 volts. So they actually specified that, right? So let's check out. Okay, here's another thing that is the sign here that says, here's what I want to do, 96 watt hours. This afterwards. So we got our answer. These do not look like. All right, here we go. Almost there. Oh, look at that. So we got our answer. These do not look like high quality brand name cells. What about over here? So that's just high power. Where is the thing? Yeah, right exactly where I'm touching. This is the high voltage side. If you're doing this, don't touch that. So essentially that's, the inverter is this part here, which is pretty small, I gotta say. And here is the wireless charging pad. Very nice. Okay, yeah, so this doesn't come off. Seems like that thing. is like glued or something in there. Yeah, so they put some kind of glue in there, and that's why it's hard. But it seems like I didn't mess it up. This is just a ribbon that goes on there. All right, no need to remove that. I'm just gonna leave it there. It does have a pad to transfer heat. Right, it's like a thermal pad, so to get all the heat out of those components and push it out here to the case. So anyways, let's test the batteries. That's what we're interested on. All right, here we go. We use a little bit of heat and a lot of prime. Ah! I just shorted this battery. No, just need to. Oh, jeez. That glue is pretty tough. Here we go. First, let's look at the custom BMS. Look at that. It's all gooey and stuff. It's nice. It looks like it's a 6S, 6 batteries. So this is a 22.2 volt nominal battery pack, right? This is an N18650 CL-29 back. That's the brand of cells. And these are Chinese cells, but I guess if they were gonna go Chinese, I guess they went with one of the bigger manufacturers, right? This is one of the bigger ones, and at least they publish spec sheets, and when you test them or whatever, they sometimes they come out really good. So I looked up online, and apparently this is a 2.9 amp hour cell, right, or 2900 milliamp hour cell, and this is a 3C cell, right? So 2.9 times 3, this cell should be able to put out about 8.7 amps, right, without heating too much. And so it's not really 8 amps. I'd say this is not really a power cell. This is more like a, between, it's not really an energy cell at 2.9 these days, right? You can get a lot of cells that have a lot more capacity in there.